Castillo. And the topic that I will be presenting today is how victims of child abuse become abusers, serial killers themselves. So how I got my idea? Well, before this topic, I was going to do racism in politics, but then when I went home one day, I joined the TV, and I don't know if you people know a show named Criminal Minds. So I was seeing that show, and it interested me because one of the guys that work in there said that nowadays children that have been abused are becoming killers themselves. So I was like, how is this possible? How abusers and serial killers connect? Like, okay, I'm gonna do my topic on that. So the two main abuses that I will be presenting today is physical abuse and sexual abuse. These are the two more main abuses that children go through. So physical abuse is when you use a great amount of force towards a person, in this case, children. Some abuses include kicking, biting, striking, hair pulling, choking, throwing, or any other action that injures a child. So pretty much, if you lock a child in the closet, that's physical abuse. Or not feeding them for 3 days, physical abuse. I want to say a personal story, not a personal story, but one of my cousins. I will not say his name because he told me not to. So right now he's 26 and everything, but when he was 6 years old, he lost his parents, his mom and his dad. So he was moved into a foster home. And throughout that time, in the foster house, there was other kids, other boys, only boys or other girls, but the parents were abusing him, but the guys, the older guys, were abusing him. So they had sexual intercourse with him, but every night they beat him with a bat, they beat him with a belt, and he grew up with that. But once when he went to school, the counselors were seeing that he had weird bruises. He wears shirts also up here. He wore all black, and he started painting his nails, started cutting himself, and the teachers noticed that. So one day they went to the foster house, and they found out what's going on and everything. So once they took him out the house, they noticed that he was acting weird around girls. So one day they catched him in the closet, and with a girl tied up, all bruised up, having sexual intercourse with her. So this brings me to my other abusement. When you have sexual abuse, when you have sexual intercourses by force, or you make them see pornography or something like that. Something has to do with sex. So they found this girl tied up in the closet, and they asked them questions. Why did you do that? Is it because I feel pleasure? Because I think she deserves what I went through when I was small. This happened when he was 16. He was in high school. So he said that I did this because I don't know how to take away that horrible feeling, that the experience that he had. So they said they're like, what was going on here? And so some sexual abuse includes like making a child view a sex act, making a child view or show a sex organ, inappropriate sexual talk, anything that has to be pretty much with sex. The counselor that was with him throughout the whole process asked him, like, did you feel like you want to kill her? Something, yes. I didn't want to kill her. Because she reminded me of me, the vulnerability that I had, because I couldn't step up for myself. So what they did, they sent him to the military, but they noticed that he started killing innocent people in the military. He started killing his own partners and everything. So they had to put him in jail and have like therapy for him, because he couldn't be with other people or with girls, with guys, because he felt that desire to like kill, to punch, to do this, to do that. And so childhood is an important factor in a child's life, because like in my thesis I wrote that children are like a box. They retrieve everything they see and learn when they're small. So, for example, my cousin, he was beaten and everything. He kept that within himself because he had nobody to talk to. Because all the boys were abusing him and once he grew up, he started doing that to other people because he's like he felt that that was right. You know, they did it to me, so I'll do it to them. So child abusers and serial killers, looking at have a lot in common because both of these criminals go through a lot when they're small. They go through sexual abuse, physical abuse, and other different abuses like neglect and everything. So my cousin, he wanted to come, but he had to work. He overcome this obstacle, sexual abuse and physical abuse. There is resources, but there's not a lot of resources out there. So So for me, I think we should provide more resources, like more organizations, like that provide help, more counselors that know what's going on, that have have experience in this you could say this course. So also pay attention to the children. If you see them change throughout the time, you see them that change clothing, they change the way they socialize with people. That's a sign probably there's something going on with that person. Because probably abuse doesn't happen outside, but it happens inside their houses. Communication skills. Communicate with your children. Like this, that's right. If you already had your baby, communicate with them. Ask them, are you okay? What's going on at school? Did you do this? What happened? All that. Patience. It takes patience to talk to your kids. Like for example, my little brother, he's a troublemaker. So you need to know how to get to them, you know, and show love. I think that's one of the most special and important keys. Show love. So children are a blessing and they're dreamers. Once they go through this, through sexual abuse and physical abuse, they break apart. They don't believe in dreams no more. Probably my cousin used to wanted to be an astronaut, but now he's a entrepreneur. But he said that when he went through this, he felt like his life fell apart. He couldn't do anything anymore because he felt like people would be disgusted by him for what he did. I told him it's not your fault. It's the fault of the foster parents that didn't take care of you, that didn't pay attention to you. So, you know, like even right now, he's 26 years old, but yet he's having a hard time to like to renovate his life. So my message for you guys is save the children and speak up if you know anybody that has